everybody, hello and welcome back to Massively Overpowered Television, where we are bringing you a Monday night dose of Elder Scrolls Online. And again, we are still in the prison. We're no more trading favors, though, in prison life. No. We are done with that, but we are still looking for the three nobles. We've already found Queen Irene. We're still looking for High King Emmerich and Prince Inkscar. I think I've got all those names right. And we're still doing that while running around Amoros, which I've started to think of as our own personal Alcatraz. But Alcatraz was never quite as fun as this place. I guess you have to define fun, but I'm sure they would have enjoyed jungles and stuff more than cells. I don't know. Who's really sure about that? Oh, now we finally got some sound and music going on. Now, I wonder if it'll trigger. When I came in earlier, so it was really interesting because remember how at the end of last stream I talked to some little Iskar lizard dude over here, and when I zoned in this time, he was here, and there were two people that were talking to him. Darn it, now I'm afraid that I missed them in their cool conversation. Let's see if I jump to another place and then jump here again, if it'll come back. Because I didn't want to miss out on that conversation for you guys. Probably was a one-time only deal. Oh.
Sister, we can't just threaten everyone into becoming druids.
Wait.
We need these good folks to appreciate
These
the
are
woods,
two different
not fear
people
them.
this time.
You fool. No one appreciates the forest on their own. I know these merchants. They'll take all they can and leave the land a husk.
This is weird.
Ah, a city dweller. Have you come to take enjoyment in the wilderness of the Sisters Archipelago? Beautiful, isn't it? How do you feel about nature? Oh, it's a simple matter. Nature is home to all, but many city dwellers and merchants
These are
don't
not
see
the
that as
three that
truth.
were here earlier tonight.
My sister feels slighted by the nobles of Gonfalon Bay, but I know the value of patience. All things change with time. No, we Stonelord Druids know that we can't force our beliefs on anyone. We strive to do our best and practice the way we see fit. We welcome all who want to join, of course. But my sister and the Eldertide want change regardless of its price. If you look carefully, I'm sure you'd find many small circles communing with nature, but most aligned to either my circle or my sister's. Still, there is a third, but it's bad luck talking about them. I have enough to deal with here.
Oh, I kind of want to keep jumping back and forth now.
You stink of that
Am I gonna get
blasted
new
Gonfalon
people?
Bay. My imbecilic brother and I are in the middle of a discussion. So, speak up. What do you want? Do you expect me to dance and sing while those blasted nobles use our forests for sport? When peasants tear down all the animals' homes to make useless fences for their farms? Something has to be done, or we'll lose everything of worth that's here. They are if they have sense. I'm not one of those spineless stone lords like my brother. Drastic change requires action. And if you think I've gone too far, then pray you never meet members of the other circle.
Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna jump out and jump back and see if there's another two people there. Let's try a whole nother zone and see what happens. It was the guy who was talking about the poor wanderer who needed food and stuff last time. There were a couple more people that were there arguing with him. That's crazy. Of course, if there's already people there, then I bet it's set and it won't change. But it's worth trying. I'm like gonna keep coming back to this spot all the time. Wow, now there's nobody here. Wait, Every, weren't you right? Am I
I left.
Oh, I'm like, did I lose you? That is so crazy. I need to go up and check for Darth here.
Maybe I should have waited for an escort at Amino Station with Mother.
Yes, you should have waited. What are you doing, taking off into a prison, huh? Oh, now these two are back. Wait, no, it's a different two.
Scribbles? I had to draw that map because you left the road to chase a fictional dragon. It's not my fault we're lost.
Oh my gosh. New people
If
to
you're
talk
looking
to,
rob
like,
us,
every
We
time.
only have crumbs. My Night Master was supposed to keep track of our supplies, but I think his vanity is rotting his brain. I just need to find him some sort of adventure so we can go back in triumph. He won't do anything to help people. We've let 3 villages suffer because their problems weren't grandiose enough. I'm half tempted to invent some great villain just so he'll find the motivation to fight. An evil knight, you say? Huh. You know, that just might be odd enough to work. My Night Master will probably spend the entire trip challenging the other knights we meet along the road, but what else is new? I'll tell him about this villain right away.
Well, Squire, do you know where we're going now? Lead on. I'll follow.
Oh, I don't get to talk to him at all? This is crazy. Like, seriously, every time you leave and come back, you get a new set of people to talk to? Is there a... I mean, is it a dice roll on who's gonna be there? I gotta stop doing this, but... it's just too intriguing. Is it only every other time? It's like, I go and I come back and there's nothing. I go and I come back and there's someone new. Alright, last time I do this, I promise. Let's get another new person again then. Oh man, this is craziness. "10 minutes into the stream, MJ finally starts actually doing what she planned on. Alright. See? Now it's just some single guy. Every other time, it's a new person.
I see you have the heart of an adventurer. Still, the Knights of my order are known for their daring deeds and travels. And while I may be young, I've experienced my fair share of danger.
This is hilarious.
Horrible monsters whose very skin oozed molten rock. Or perhaps you'd prefer the melancholy tale of the undead looking for a way to escape the walls of a keep. I can tell you prefer the mystery of a hospital where the patients get sicker. Ruins of former knightly orders litter the archipelago.
Wait, this one updates your
This
map?
particular knightly order didn't die with their bodies. I journeyed to the keep and heard voices of the dead emanating from the very ground. They sounded lively for
This is
one so
different.
long gone.
Holy cow. You got to choose between 3 things and it actually updated your map with them? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was... Alright, I still don't see any Darthing. Oh, there she is.
Casper will be all right. And you have the items? Well done.
Well, he'll have to just catch up, I suppose. Alright. Oh. Something started attacking my pets. Okay.
While portals to and from Amanos are prohibited, I can teleport within the confines of the island. It just takes more effort. Interesting. Thank you for procuring these items. With them, I can clear the storm when we're ready to depart. Oh, very well, if you insist. You may not believe this, but Emmerich and I do not always see eye to eye. He's as stubborn as his throne is uncomfortable. Why the Bretons insist their king must suffer every time he sits down, I'll never understand.
Suffer every time you sit down. Sounds like the Game of Thrones sword throne. Ugh.
Here, I'll mark your map. It was just north of here. I wonder how excited you'll be when the eagle and the lion are back together again. We tend to argue. A lot. I'll catch up after I prepare the items you brought me for the ritual. Have no fear, I'll be along shortly. I just need to... Never mind, it's complicated. Magicka. Don't worry, I've got this. Go find Emmerich.
I think we already heard
It
this
was
part.
a well-planned and dastardly attack. I could sense the magical nature of the summoned storm, and none of my own arcane protections functioned. They blocked them somehow. If the storm hadn't raged out of control, I'd be dead now. Of course. I'm not an archmage, but I know my way around a spell or two. They must have had agents aboard as well, because I sensed a pulse of magicka before the storm hit. Whatever it was, the bastards rendered every enchanted item we had useless. Perhaps. I also understand that Amanos has protections in place to discourage scrying and portal spells. Between the two, it's no wonder the Mages Guild couldn't trace our medallions. Absolutely. Tamriel is changing and her leaders must adapt. The situation in Cyrodiil right now, I can't see a way forward. Perhaps these talks represent a solution. I'm always in favor of people sitting down to have an earnest conversation.
Alright.
I'll be fine. I just need a moment. Sea elf magics are always so particular. This little beauty will help us immensely, you'll see.
Did it update when I talked to her, or do you need to talk to her too?
I just finished talking to her.
And now she's doing all the electrical craziness here for you too?
Yep.
Alright, off we go to find the king. Oh, that way.
this is the spot. But no Emmerich. That man is infuriating. This complicates the situation. Let's talk.
Alright.
Emmerich isn't here, but he left behind a number of green serpents. For a man of his advanced years, he can still swing a powerful sword. Emmerich is nothing if not reliable. Look at the way the dead serpents are laid out. Isn't it obvious? He left a trail to follow. It leads directly into the cave just up the path. Go ahead and look for him. I'll be along shortly. The poultices should have done their job by now, so I want to go back and retrieve Casca. We will want her strength at our side before this is over, and she needs to be nearby when you signal for the rescue ship. Don't worry about me. If I could survive the politics of Somerset, I can handle an inhospitable island. I'll retrieve Casca and we'll meet up with you in a bit.
She keeps trying to tell me what happened before the ship was wrecked. I don't need to hear it 5 times. Like, you can stop now. Alright. Towards the cave. We'll wait here for Every.
You there! I'm begging you. There was a shipwreck. The others need help. Our ship was attacked by coral, I think. It just grew out of the waves, and I don't know what happened to the other sentry, Veslin, or the sea elf prisoners we were transporting. I woke up alone on the beach. The sailors and other jailers call that place the Coral Cliffs. I won't survive the trip inside, but you're an adventurer. You're my only hope of getting the survivors out. Another House Menard ship expects us. Our prisoner exchange is overdue. I counted the footprints. Enough for each of the prisoners and Veslin. She's with them, mark my words. I just hope they're all right. Get Veslin and those ne'er-do-wells out of the Coral Cliffs. House Mornard will see that you're compensated. The Coral Cliffs aren't an area anyone wants to be lost in. Strange noises thereabouts. Makes me shudder. You find my fellow sentry and those prisoners of ours. Get them out of there safely. I need to rest my hurts before we move on from here.
I need to rest my hurts.
North. House Mornard has a larger ship waiting for them. We were tasked with taking the prisoners to the ship from Aminos Station. Their captain gave Gold and her word that she wouldn't attack Mornard's ship in return for her crew's safe return.
Ooh, I want to hear about the coral shipwreck.
Sprouted from the waves like some curse from nature. Dozens of faces lost beneath the waves, prisoner and sentry alike. The lieutenant said the sea elves might act up, captain's bargain or no, but I have never seen one of them magic coral. This lot seemed congenial enough for pirates. Their captain paid well for their safe return, but taking a sea elf away from land? No, I can't believe they did this. Powerful sea elves make weather trouble. Not what we got. Not the coral. Piracy may be the work of scum, but it pays well. This lot was lucky to be caught. Most pirates go down with their ship. I suppose House Dufort felt charitable when their patrol ship captured this bunch. Our ship held 15 and 10 sentries to keep watch over them. I only saw 6 prisoners and Veslin flee the ship before it was too late. I was the last to make it off before it went under. No, not as such. Though there's one who's friendly with all the others. Chirysnia. She got along with everyone and even thanked me a few times for their upkeep. Didn't think anything of the chatter before. One of the Breton noble houses. They govern Amino Station and the prison stockade. The whole island is technically under their jurisdiction, but no one cares about the jungle. Well, except for the mines. Technically, other than the town, the entire island is a prison. They do something to the worst of the prisoners. Call it processing. Once done, they set them loose in the jungle and let them fend for themselves. If they leave the jungle, they die. I'm a sentry on a prison transport. I like to work all right. Sure, some prisoners give you trouble, but they quiet down after a few hits. Nothing bad ever happened prior to the shipwreck.
Quiet down after a few hits.
There's something sinister here. I know it.
Beating on prisoners could be something sinister too, dude.
The Coral Cliffs aren't an area anyone wants to be lost in.
I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to get off my horsey. Alright, so we're searching in here. For captain and for prisoners, it looks like. This must be where we come out when we're all done. Lemons. We could make lemon meringue pie. Hackwing. Oh, we hacked that up, that's for sure.
Stay back. You're not one of those slimy druids. Who are you?
Okay.
I've got to get out of here. Why didn't I just drown in that shipwreck? They turned them into coral. Sunagil. Those Eldertide bastards turned him into this glow. Then they fed the glow to the coral. They said that the archipelago belongs to nature. That they were carving a balance between the natural world and greedy mortals. They brought us through the caves and up to the platforms above. Then they shoved us into cages. Veslin. She was whole when I escaped. I offered to help her, but she wouldn't leave the others and I had to run. I had to. I can't do anything. Not against the Eldertide Druid's power. But you can destroy their coral. The Eldertide sacrificed my shipmates to it. Those druids need to suffer. The coral's inside the caves, just down that hill. Make them pay. I'll give up piracy if you do as I ask. Smash the coral! Free the others, please!
Smash the coral! Bash the coral! Oh.
Right now? But... Oh, all right. If knowing more about them will help you save the others, I guess I can stay in this place for a bit longer. They're the ones who should be locked up in the Amino stockade.
That must be the
They're
third
not
group.
even supposed to be here. They corrupt nature. Even their magic does horrible things. It hurts, too. The way Sunagil screamed. Does there have to be a reason? Eldertide druids can corrupt other sea creatures, too. Urchins, sea stars, fish, crabs, that sort of thing. Like the coral they corrupted here. It looks like the coral that wrecked the ship. They planned this. They changed the coral into something unnatural. It stinks of druid magic and blood. It'll look different too, if there's light enough to see. I'm not going to let them turn me into that. I passed by one a little while back. It should be down that way. The other corals are probably inside the caves. We could still hear our shipmates' screams from the cages we were locked in.
Wow, I'm learning about the bad.
Anyone still alive
The
will
bad
be in the cages
druids.
above. Destroy the coral. Make those druids pay.
Still no Sir Darthness. Oh, well, I guess I can't jump down there. Bummer. So there's a cave here. There's also all the stuff down there. Oh, tempting. Which way should I go? I want to see what this coral stuff is. That's a pretty kitty. Pretty kitty. Wait. Hey, no, you don't get to... Oh, wow. Colossal coral crab here. Crab legs. I think that was the only one. They said one down here and then two in the cave. Whoa! Oh. We're just back up to the same beginning now, okay. I'll forget you, I'm just gonna go to the cave. I don't want to hit the birds no more. Alright, one outside and a couple inside. Wow, coral drift bear. These actually look really cool. Wait, nobody came to attack me? Oh, there we go. more again? I don't want to go same area as them. We'll go this way. Is that the same place we just came out of? Where's all the stuff that's supposed to drop when you kill it? Huh. Alright, I'm still gonna go down and see what's down here. Wait, that's to leave. I guess don't want that one. Oh, hello, giant one. Tears. Apple basket. Barrels. I guess this guy is the only... might as well. Nothing exciting.
Are you sure this goes... Because it says Coral Cliffs, it doesn't say Amanos.
Well, it's not the one that had the door up there has the colored mission direction on it. So I think that goes deeper into this instead of right back out where we were.
Okay.
I mean, if we just followed quest markers. Wow, I'm having trouble. There we go. Once there's a little camp up here, I kind of... Oh. attacking us. Well, this one comes out up here. The other one might just... Yeah. Looks like the other one comes out down there on that beach. Right next to where we were. There's a door of vines down there, so...
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Lame birds. Terrible dactyls. Yeah. That's what I was waiting for, to see if there was something written. It's like some kind of poem here. Sweet poetry. All right. I knew there was going to be something written in one of these camps somewhere. Oh. Pretty good bridges they've made, though. Wait, we didn't just go around backwards, right? No.
You
That's the
just
boss.
volunteered to be our
Oh, hi, boss.
sacrifice.
I'm not paying attention, I'm just shooting. Oh, and here come the birds. Oh, interesting. So she became a little vine person. Little vine golem inside there. Well, that was a fun boss, actually. I'm going to die? No, I shall make a root golem. Rawr.
More of you vile serpents to fight. Good. I'm just getting started.
Over here, quickly. I don't know when they'll be back.
You don't appear to be one of these
Oh.
green serpent ruffians. Shame. I was hoping to notch an even 20. Since you're the first person I've encountered in this damn jungle who isn't trying to kill me, let's assume we're going to be friends. I'm High King Emeric. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Lady Arabelle, you say? How is the dear woman? She and I have shared quite a few close calls over the years. But she only sent you? I assumed I merited at least a dozen knights or so.
No, not at all.
Ah, well, I assume you have a way to get us off this damn island. Ah, you've seen Irene. And she's still alive? Good. Do you know, I was looking for young Ernscar when these serpents
Ernscar,
rushed out
not
and tried to toss
Inkscar.
me in that cage. I showed them. But I think they may have captured our wayward Nord prince. I half expected to find our young Nord prince sitting atop a pile of dead serpents, but no such luck. Let's take a look around and see if we can find anything that points to where the serpents might be holding Uren's pup. Come to think of it, I also heard these serpents mention a captured noble. I suppose that's what whoever's behind this told them. No reason to reveal we're royals. Instantly raises the bounty. I really wish I'd taken one of them prisoner, though. That's a good question. Yoren the Scald King was invited, of course, but the official response we got out of Mournhold was short and sweet. His son would negotiate on the Pact's behalf. Not for me. I have heard that Ernscar is something of a royal pain in the arse. But aren't we all, to some extent? Perhaps Yoren is using this as a training exercise. If Ernscar doesn't make matters worse, maybe he'll learn something.
If he doesn't make it worse, then... That's always nice in a peace talk.
What does a High King do? Everything and nothing, or so it seems some days. I lead the Daggerfall Covenant, I rule over High Rock, and I attend meetings. So many meetings. Any other questions before more of these serpents show up? When Rancer challenged my rule, an alliance seemed a prudent course for a quick resolution. Luckily, it was still in place when the Empire collapsed. The Covenant represents a return to the ideals of the past, and I believe, our best hope for peace. Over my strenuous objections, honestly. I was Earl of Cumberland before King Gardner died. He dropped dead of the Nahartan flu, and suddenly I was crowned King of Wayrest. Haven't had a decent night's sleep since. Being the eldest son of a noble house, I was trained to lead, though not necessarily to be a king. My father sent me to the best teachers. I particularly remember studying under Count Ravenwatch, a brilliant man, and still a good friend. Look around. Ernscar was here before they moved him. I'm sure of it.
Well, I'm supposed to be helping some chick, too. Free Veslin down here. I'll read that paper up there.
Thank the Eight you're not one of those druids. Hurry, get us out of here. The druids, they're using us to feed their quarrel. Screams. I don't want any more of us to suffer that pain. Please, please get this door open. Sergeant Brusick survived the wreck. The Sea Elves said he was as good as dead. They regretted leaving him there as soon as those druids locked us all up. The sergeant and I take care of our prisoners. That would be Kyrisia. She offered to pick the lock on this cage, but I couldn't leave these two. Seeing the druids when they killed Suni Gil and the others, it broke their spirits. Kyrisia's many things, but she's not a liar. It's my job to guard the prisoners. I failed so many of them already. I'll not fail these two. If you open the door, I'm sure I'll be able to rally their spirits and get them out of here. Either pick yourselves off the ground or let me carry you. We're getting out of here. Sergeant Brusick's waiting.
Alright, go on, you folks. I need to go back to my other quest. Whoever they turn out to be.
Fights like a giant. That sounds like Ernskar. And he's at the coin fort. Well done. The Scald King's axe. Ernskar held that like Queen Maria grips a sweet roll. He wouldn't give it up willingly.
Like Queen Maria grips
Let's
a sweet
find
roll.
Queen Irene, shall we? All that dead lout had was this bottle of wine. Sour. Is there no joy on this damned island?
So he pickpocketed the dead people and found a wine, and he wasn't happy with it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, if I were to break an ankle making this jump, Queen Maria would kill me. I'll go around and meet you outside.
If I break an ankle, I'd be in trouble. You can do it. Goodbye. That's hilarious. And I love how it's actually making reference to the fact of how many times they make you jump off a high cliff. Oh, man. Alright, I gotta talk to the sergeant first, and then we'll...
Ha! Hero! If you had any interest in the sea, I would take you on in a heartbeat. Veslin told me what happened. Is it true that a few of those druids were enough to cause our shipwreck? All those lives lost at sea. How much harm can they do? How many more ambushes do they have planned? Makes a person reconsider their work. Oh, it does my aches good to hear that. We'll let House Mornard know what happened here. Spare others some pain. Veslin says you convinced at least one of them to give up piracy. You hauled more than was asked of you. Take this, with my thanks.
The Coral Smasher.
House Mornard will hear about what happened here. The good and bad both. Druids turning the living into coral fodder. A fight between mortal life and nature? There's something strange happening here.
Something
Right, it's beyond my
strange
comprehension.
in the neighborhood.
While you were helping my prisoners, I got my bearings out here. We're not that far from Broke Rock Mine. I've made the run there a time or two in the past. We can make it there and get the assistance we need to make it back to Amino Station. Like I said, it's not too far. I've recovered my strength. Veslin is none the worse for wear, and my prisoners will help us defend ourselves. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. What happened here was out of our control. We'll make a report and get another ship to take the prisoners where they need to go. Mornard will see to the druids here. It might take some time, but the danger they pose won't be ignored. She'll be angry, of that you can be certain. But the prisoners will tell her what happened. I suspect Kyrisia will lead that charge. Not sure. Usually, if we avoid them, the Elder-Tide druids leave us alone. This was out of the ordinary. House Mornard will need to do something, but I don't know what. I'm just a sergeant, but I'll do what I can to put a stop to this.
Alright, so long, side quest.
It's not in my nature to give up my own freedom, and I'm not. Piracy isn't the only life out here. Veslin and her captain won't see trouble from us, and we'll fight by their side. We swear it, on the constancy of the tides.
Those druids better be pleased they met us on land. Once the captain takes us out to sea proper, any druid I spot is gonna feel the swell of my anger. Believe you me, no coral magic's getting in the way of my revenge.
I'm glad our captain is paying for our release. I want no more part of this island.
Kyrisia and the Sea Elves are as good as their word. After everything we went through, I believe that to my bones. Thank you for getting us out of there. I think I speak for all of us when I say we didn't want to die like that.
I don't know, there's not many ways I want to die. You want to die like this or die like that? How about not die? Can that be one of the options, please?
Good to see you still well, Emmerich.
And you, Irene. Nice, cat. I say, friend, let's chat.
No. Screenshots first, chat later. Oh, great, my pet. Get out of there, pet. They're both looking at me. Aww, darn lightning person. Ah, my own pet's wings. Alright, good enough. Let's talk to other people first, just cause.
Thanks to Queen Irene, my wounds are healed and my claws are sharp. I'm ready to do what's necessary to get us off this island.
Rawr.
See what Emmerich wants. He gets grumpy if his wishes aren't immediately obeyed. I can wait until you're done to find out what happened in there.
I like that. Go talk to him first. He gets grumpy. Come on, pet. Get out of the way.
I washed up alone, and now I'm surrounded by allies. At least, allies for the nonce. It's funny how fate can change in a moment, eh? Let's talk about the things we found in the cave. Right. Mentions taking their captive noble to the coin fort. That has to be Prince Ernskar. Amanos used to be a stronghold for High Rock slave traders, but that was many years ago. There's a crumbling old ruin just west of here. A long time ago, yes. Not something the Covenant sanctions today. But you're missing the pertinent point. The Green Serpent Gang is using the old coin fort as a hideout, and they're holding Prince Ernskar there.
See, I would probably keep mispronouncing it as Inkscar. I don't know why, but I'm having a hard time with it being Ernskar. I would have had to, like, re-record these lines over and over, I'm sure.
We did indeed. There are songs sung about that weapon. Literally, Yoren performed one of them the last time we shared company. We must return it to the prince when we find him. Anyway, our course seems clear. We make for the coin fort to the west.
Coin fort. Coin, is it made out of
Don't worry
coins?
about me. I'll meet you at the coin fort. It's just west of here, if I remember my maps. I'll just spend the walk thinking about the choices I've made. A little retrospective. To the coin fort. Shall we journey there together, Iran?
Casca will run ahead and clear the path. I'll make my own way there. I'll see you at the fort. Do try to keep pace with Casca, Emmerich. She'll keep you safe.
And she's gone. Again. Don't worry about me. I'll just take the long way around. I could use a nice walk.
Yeah, go with the cat. Boom. The cat is already gone. So we're going this way. Alright, I'm curious if there's another group of people down here to talk. Nope. Alright. I'm just gonna keep coming back here to see how many different NPC groups we can end up with. Did you already get that one?
Apparently.
Probably gonna have to go all the way around. Oh no. Looks like we might have some... Nope, that's it. A little bit of a broken ship here. Run up the waterfall. Well, that place looks cool. Oh, apparently I can't do that when I'm on a mount. Okay. Cool. Pretty nice for some ruins.
Truth be told, this is one of the most relaxing diplomatic missions I've had in quite some time.
Walker, we need to talk.
One of the most relaxing diplomatic missions, really. Buffered the Buff. Sorry, I had to check out that name. Alright, Casca.
Bright moons shine upon us, Walker, Before you arrived, I did some sniffing. A scent like the one that lingers on that axe you found. It's inside the Coin Lord's old fort. I'd bet Zaji's left ear that it's Prince Ernskar. Queen Irene suggests subterfuge. They seek the nobles. Let's give them one.
No, let's
In
give
a
them me.
word, yes. Pretend Emmerich is your prisoner. Escort him to the front gate and wait for them to let you in. Meanwhile, the Queen and I will await your signal. After we free Ernskar, we'll find a place to signal the rescue ship.
The High King most definitely, agrees. Lead on, my foul captor.
Come, Casca. Let's see how much trouble we can get into.
If you insist.
Me, the High Captor.
Lead the way, captor, my captor. Ha ha ha. Those green serpents will never see through our clever ruse.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Ah.
They captured one of the nobles. You, bring that prisoner inside at once. Sentry, unlock the gate.
As he's just holding his hands together. He's just holding his hands. The old coin fort.
I'll draw the serpents out. Be ready. Hands off, you bastard!
That's one of the nobles Tishji wants.
High King Emmerich is no one's prisoner! Steady, my friend. Attack!
Oh, now? You want me to attack now? Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I don't want to beat the kitty cat up.
Well done. Casca and I will cause a distraction. Go find Prince Ernskar.
I like that guy's voice acting though. No, I'm nobody's prisoner! Alright, steady hands now. Oh, sure. Anything to say to him right now?
The way is clear. Let's go find Prince Ernskar.
Oh, we lost King Emmerich. Oh, there he is. let's not go that way. That's just kind of going back where we were, I think.
The Ascendant Order won't make good on their promise if he's dead, Netchbreath.
Netchbreath?
The King's Arrow. Is that really you, my friend? Where you fly, victory is sure to follow. But what are you doing here? How did you find me? So all 3 Alliance delegates still live. Good. As soon as I came ashore, I was set upon by the Serpents. I made the bastards pay. But even the son of Yoren, the Skull King, can't fight an entire prison gang on his own. There were too many of them.
I wish I let him finish saying whatever he was babbling about before I clicked on him, because it cut him off.
Sungir, Axe of the Skull King. Ah, it feels good to cradle you in my arms again, you powerful blade. But we can't go yet. The Serpent said that something called the Ascendant Order is behind us. Their leaders, the Lord and Magus, are here. And we will, after we deal with the Ascendant Order leaders. Emmerich would agree, and so would Irene. Come, friend. We can deal with these traitors in one fell swoop. With Sungir once more in hand, I feel better already. Let's find this Ascendant Lord and his Magus. I want to show them what it means to attack a Nord warrior. Someone was going to ask that eventually. Publicly, Yoren wants me to step up. The Pact is a sprawling alliance facing threats from all sides. The Skull King has many responsibilities. This is his way to finally allow me to share his burdens. Privately. The old goat is someone warming his bed at night, and refuses to stray too far from home. She's a lovely Riften lass. Brunhilde. My father's never been happier. He was only too eager to let me travel in his stead and represent the Pact.
Publicly, it's all to help share the burdens. Privately, he doesn't want to leave his new little mistress. Okay. Wow. That is not an answer I expect to hear in video games very often.
Hope is for poets, like my father. I am a warrior. One does not shy from battle at the first sign of danger. Even if nothing is gained from these conversations, Emmerich, Irene, and I shall be the ones who decide when to quit the field. Curious about the Prince of Windhelm, are you? What do you want to know? I have nothing to hide. You don't know the story? How our 3 disparate peoples came together to repel the Akaviri invaders? I haven't always thought so, but I believe the Nords, the Dark Elves, and the Argonians are truly stronger together. I've seen it firsthand. My role? I've been a prince my entire life. My youth was not unlike yours, I imagine. I hunted, I fought, and I learned my lessons. I bathed in the frigid waterfalls that crash from the high peaks, and wrestled with wolves for sport. The usual.
I don't know that I grew up wrestling any wolves for sport, but...
A personal question. My relationship with the Skull King is complex. He loves the chance to teach lessons, to pass on his tales. But he is still disappointed that I can't sing, forever denying him that father-son duet he's always dreamed of.
Our relationship is strained because we can't sing a duet together. Oh, that is hilarious.
Someone was going to ask that eventually. It feels good to be armed again. I've missed you, Sungir.
That was hilarious.
I'll get Irene and Casca. We'll wait for your signal.
Wait, Like the Lord and Magus, are they actually in this dungeon? Oh. Just keep giving me the gold. Oh. Wait, can I not read these bookshelves? Oh, that's...
Yep, not really bookshelves.
That's horrific. Why would you even put bookshelves in here if you can't read them?
Because they don't like you.
Well, guess I can't argue with that. I don't even like me part of the time. Just give me all your gold. Little green serpent on the... Sorry, I killed it. I got it. Listen to the Senate Lord. Oh, wait.
We would have your missing nobles by day's end, my lord.
See that you do. Magus, summon the order. We meet on High Isle on the morrow.
Enough! Let's get down there!
Marines, we must go.
Doggone it! Why is it chat locking me every single time I try to do a skill? What the heck?
I won't allow you to escape.
I won't allow you to escape. What? There we go. My little heal pad is in the back then. Okay.
Go on. Find a way outside so you can signal the ship. I need a moment. Guess I'm not as recovered as I thought.
These bookshelves are readable.
Bookshelves! Right on. Order of the Iron Knot. Ballad of the All Flags Navy. When sickness came from across the Abyssinian sea. Wow. Good folk quake, bad folk sighed, and they told this tale to me. Dead, dead, so many, many dead, from Dackerval to Anvil to Dune. 'Twas the slug plague, they said, and they blamed the Slode for our ruin. Oh, I was hoping we'd have more. Dead, dead, so many, many dead. That's definitely one worth singing. Oh look, Investigator Vale and the Haunted Lighthouse. We've already read that one. Another ballad. When Akatosh slew Lorcan, he ripped his heart right out, hurled it across Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout, Red Diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red Diamond, protect us to the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cyrod fell, and like a dart shot to its mark, down in an Iliad well. Red Diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red Diamond, protect us to the end. Oh, I have fun with the ballads. More ballads. Oh wow, they got 2 copies of that book. Visitor's Guide to High Isle. Great. I'm like gonna be dreaming that song. Red Diamond, Red Diamond. It was a dark and stormy night during the time of the Great Despair when Saint Veloth and his people reached the land of Resdain. For untold weeks they had climbed a mighty range of mountains under Veloth's leadership. Many among the Chimera considered this path to be a folly, but they were driven by Veloth's unyielding certainty and commitment. Oh, says the end. One journey ends here, but another begins.
How long are you planning on going this evening?
Just getting out of here after reading the books. We'll escape from the island next time. I already made a post called Escape from Alcatraz, so it's a given. Bless us as we hunt, O Hircine. Help us to hunt with honor and bring prey both lawful and bountiful. Wait, why do you want lawful prey? Ah, by Gaston. Gaston! Didn't know he became a writer in his later years. Or I guess it'd have to be his earlier years since he died, right? Oh, what a guy, that Gaston! Frandar Hunding. Oh my gosh, I thought it said Frandar Pudding for a minute. Alright. Bookshelves are red. Prince is just gonna...
The Magus and his lord escaped. Damn cowards. Go on. Find a way outside and signal that ship you promised. I'll be right behind you.
But I don't want to signal the ship. I want to kill the bad guys. Oh! Okay, anything good to read on the floor? I am such a reading addict.
An Ornog almost bit my arm off when I tried to feed it the other day.
Are we hearing somebody from outside? Because that was weird. So are we actually... We're still in an instance, or are we outside yet?
We're still in the instance, I believe.
Well, crud. I was... If we log back in, we'll log back in the instance, right? We don't have to start over.
I have no clue. Never logged out of an instance.
I haven't either. I mean, it's not like instances that reset. Well, is it? Dungeons reset, I know. This is just a delve or a quest thing, right?
This is a delve. I'm not sure if you can log out or what happens.
Well, it's time to Google that idea.
Do you just want me to log out? You stay here, I'll log out and come back and see where I wind up.
Well, yeah. Depends on how long you log out, and the time to stay instance is probably measured in minutes, not hours. Doubtful you will pop back in. Oh. So I guess it wouldn't put us back in here after 2 weeks?
Probably not.
Well, I guess we're finishing up a little then.
Which way do you want to go?
Well, straight looks like we'd have to jump down. Yeah, that's an edge. I mean, it has people to kill, might have books to read or something, but... hoping the signaling the ship would not be inside the instance. I hoped it would be outside so we could finish. Oh my gosh. What am I hitting that's putting me in chat?
Hold them at bay. Sea elf rituals are fickle things, but I shall quiet the storm.
Green serpents! Attack!
Don't let them interrupt the queen.
Oh. Can I not shoot that guy up there? No, he's on the blockaded area. No, I believe it's we will kill you.
No ship can reach us through this storm.
Patience, Lord. Irene is working on that.
Wind, waves, and salt. Heed my call and still your fury.
It's working!
I don't believe it. She actually did it.
Onto the ship, quickly.
Skiff to the perfect pounce. Is this just gonna put me in a whole nother instance again?
It's gonna put us on the ship, I'm guessing.
Ugh. I haven't gone out and talked about... Why is it... What is up with my game right now?
Yeah, there's something going on.
Like, chat pops up, random windows pop up. Alright, let's see if...
It's just on the ship laggy now, for me.
Care to bargain?
Time to go, Walker.
Wow, I can't talk to the king at all. Only Casca or the... Okay, fine. Alright.
We got them all! Even Casca! Friend, give the word and Zaji will have you back at Mandrake Manor before you know it!
See, what the heck? What is that ready check thing that keeps popping up?
The Ascended Magus and his lord are cowards. Neither would stand and fight. They call themselves
queued for
knights.
something?
Hardly.
No.
At least we heard their plans. A meeting on High Isle, we heard the Ascended Lord say. You mean aside from being half drowned and captured by a prison gang? I fought in many battles, worked at my father's side, and I have started knitting.
And I have started
One of the grounds
knitting?
at the castle has been...
What the heck? I'm in the middle of talking to him and this group and activity finder just pops up, not touching keys, not touching anything. Seriously. What the heck is this?
You have something on your keyboard?
No? I mean, my mouse pad's near it.
The Ascended
It's
Magus
like
and
something's
his
hitting
lord
a
are
key.
cowards. Neither would stand and fight. They call themselves knights? Hardly. At least we heard their plans. A meeting... You mean aside from being half drowned and captured by a prison gang? I fought
Maybe
in
one of
many
my keys
battles,
is
worked
stuck,
at my
broken?
father's side.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
what I'm
have
wondering. If
started
something's
knitting.
either stuck, broken, or
One of the grounds at the castle has been teaching me.
some sort
Says
of
it's
weirdness.
good for my temperament. Nor I, my friend. Vampires and a mad Jarl. Now that's the stuff my father loves to sing about. And that Svanna is... well, she's a commanding presence. She's changed so much since we were children. What? No! What an impertinent question. You are lucky you are the savior of Western Skyrim. Fancy Svanna, I could never... What were we talking about again?
Oh man, I missed a whole conversation with him.
The Ascended
There you go.
Magus and his lord are... Of course. But you must tell her what I learned while I was a captive. The Ascended Order is behind all this.
We already
and
knew it
they are
was
led
behind all
by the
this.
Ascended Lord and his Magus.
I like my answer well, we kind of knew that already.
Truly? Well, you did not know that they were planning a big meeting on High Isle until we heard the Ascended Lord say it, so that's something. And did you know the Lord planned to kill us as soon as the Green Serpents delivered us to him? As sure as we made it onto this ship alive, they want to make a show of it. You could hear it in their voices. This Magus, This lord, they hunger for power. And the death of 3 Alliance leaders would be quite a start to their feast.
Might as well talk with everybody now.
As depressing as it sounds, that's the most fun I've had in months. To be honest, I wasn't sure the ritual would work. If it hadn't, let's assume Zaji could have navigated through the storm and reached us anyway. Yeah, let's go with that. Royal duties in Elden Root are as frustrating as ever, but the Dominion holds strong. There's been so much strife just in the few years I've been queen. Is it wrong to hope peace might one day surround the Eagle Banner? Thank you. Some days I fear all this death and pain will be for nothing. But in times like these, times that challenge every belief we have, we must stand together. That's why the Dominion was founded, and why we will claim victory in the end. They say these are the times that try a Mer's soul, but I want to believe I've risen to the occasion. Our first adventure together feels like a lifetime ago, though, doesn't it? If I'm to be stuck on a jungle island with anyone, I'm glad it's you. I swear, that eye of mine, he gets friskier and friskier with each passing day. Our last conversation was not about matters of state or threats to my security, but about the meritorious backside of a Grahtwood emissary. Riveting. I sent him on ahead to prepare the way, but who knows where that cat has gotten to. I promised there would be no trouble, that all the secrecy and careful planning would make the voyage uneventful. Stars above, I'll never hear the end of it now. It was a well-planned and dastardly attack. I could sense the magical nature of the summoned storm, and none of my own arcane protections functioned.
Oh, we've already heard that one multiple times. Where's Emmerich? There he is. Let's hear his.
A daring rescue, a clean escape. Well done, my friend. I can't wait to tell Queen Maria all about it. I kept busy, if that's what you're asking. We made our way around the fort and kept the bulk of the Serpent's forces occupied. Casca was a real champion. She cut down 3 ruffians for every one that Irene or I dealt with. For all their rhetoric, it's clear that the Ascendant Order doesn't want the war in Cyrodiil to end, at least not with one of us on the throne. They're the worst kind of evil, a malicious greed masquerading as a benevolent purpose.
Oh, shoot. I was supposed to go in a specific order? Great.
As depressing as it sounds, that's the most fun I've had in
What?
months.
I talked to them,
wasn't
and
sure
now
the ritual would
King
work.
Emmerich was a part of
If
the
it hadn't,
quest.
let's assume Zaji could have navigated through the storm and reached us anyway. Yeah.
So it's
Between Emmerich
you gotta
and
go
I,
Earnscore
the green
Emmerich
serpents
and then
scattered like leaves in a
Irene?
strong breeze.
I went
And
Emmerich
thanks to Casca's formidable
first, and then
presence,
Irene.
the
I
rest
don't
were
know if the
quick to
first
abandon
guy
their
was...
posts. I made sure to hold off on the ritual until I saw the signal flare.
So should I talk to Emmerich or Irene?
Absolutely.
Emmerich. Emmerich was the first
they raised
one.
a storm and sank 3 ships to try to kill us. As long as their leaders live, there's no reason to expect them to just
So I should have
surrender.
talked to Emmerich and then
At least Emmerich,
Earnscar,
Earnscar,
or
and I still draw breath.
Hang on, let me
to you.
see if after her she tells me to talk to Earnscar. Okay, no. So, I guess talk to Earnscar first is good, but Emmerich and then Irene. Because once I talked to him, I wasn't even looking at the quest and I got an update.
Thank you, Walker. It's good to feel
And
my
then I had to
claws
go
on
talk
the
to
deck
her
of a ship
again.
again. And it's good to be back with Zaji. That lazy Khajiit is lost without me.
Alright, when you're all done, I'll hit the skip to Amanos. And then... Whoops. I just realized I probably shouldn't respawn this late. Make sure everything is... Yeah, it's like... Near. Wait, that says a skiff to Amanos, but then up here has return boat to High Isle. What if I don't want to go to High Isle? What if I want to go to Amanos first? We got stuff to turn in on Amanos.
You have stuff to turn in on Amanos. I do not. Because I didn't take any side quests.
Well, maybe I'll take the skiff. Have you talked to everybody?
Yeah, I've talked to everybody.
Zaji's ship was closest when the signal flare ignited. Do you like it? I call it the perfect pounce, too. Anyway, Zaji is supposed to get you back to Mandrake Manor as quick as he can. Just give the order and we'll leave these dreadful shores.
Well, I guess I can go to High Isle and then come back to Amanos, right?
Should be able to.
Alright. Because then I gotta call it, because I gotta drive one of my munchkins to work. And pick up the other munchkin. Can't give one the car because their stuff is...
Nice to be back in the city. Lady Arabelle wants you back at Mandrake Manor, friend. I'll see you there.
Yeah, I'm not going to Mandrake Manor yet, but... So that is the ending for today. I need to go back to Amanos. Shoot. And my next quest was actually called... Or my next thing was Escape from Amanos, so I probably should have stayed there. So at least I had a little bit of... truth to that cool post I wrote. Oh well. Thanks so much to Every for joining in, helping me kill and slaughter all the stuff. And a big thank you to all of you for joining me and being a part of our OPTV today. And of course, supporting us on massivelyop.com. Here is the link to our stream post. As soon as I can... There we go. If you want to go check it out and check out the Stream Team calendar as well as all the stuff that's written there, all the awesome fun stuff. So it's all right there. Tons of it to read, watch, listen to, and inform you about what's going on in the gaming universe. Have a great night, everybody. Please take care, and we look forward to seeing you at our next stream. Next one is scheduled for tomorrow night, and we'll see you then. Toodles!